In a world where we struggle with uncertainty, in a world where we struggle with identity, and in a world that becomes ever less clear when we think between a real life and a digital life, because slowly but surely that gap is closing. Ladies and gentlemen, the only way now to stay relevant is to be authentically and uniquely ourselves. It's a busy world and it's getting busier. We can no longer afford not to think. I realize that we all have our own perspectives, our own uniqueness. And that is the wonderful thing about this world, is that each way can lead to another. Each path to explore can add value to our own. Ladies and gentlemen, as a creative consultant, as a creativity specialist, in this modern world, we can no longer afford to take shortcuts in our thinking. Because without creative thinking, and you can call this whatever you want, you can call this flexible thinking, mental flexibility, cognitive gymnastics, lateral thinking, whatever name you decide to assign it with, we need to move between what to think and learn how to think. Because we need to not just think different, but we need to start thinking more. Most recently, the number one question I get is, why is my business failing? And I ask them back, why do you think your business is failing? The answer comes back. What is the answer? Usually I get, if we can all say it out loud, it's the economy. What is the answer? It's the economy. Usually followed by, it's the economy. Stupid. What do you think is happening? Of course, that's the answer. That's why my business is not doing well. It's the economy. The economy sucks, stupid. Why am I paying you money to solve my problems? I know what the problem is. You don't know what the problem is, because the only reason why you think the economy is to blame is because somebody told you it's the economy. Imagine our situation where you never heard that it's the economy. All you know is that your business is not doing well. Who's left to blame? Where do we turn to then? If it's not the economy, then maybe we need to start looking at ourselves. And that means looking at us. Why is my business not doing well? Why am I not succeeding? Why am I constantly trying and struggling? Because in this world where we struggle for identity, in this world of uncertainty, in this world where the distance between a real life and a digital life becomes so much less clear, we've forgotten to stand out. We've forgotten who we are. We've forgotten to think. Now, I recently went to South Africa, Saturday actually, and again, the question comes back, why is my business not doing well? And I ask, why do you think your business is not doing well? And the answer comes back, well, it's the economy, stupid. That's why I'm not succeeding. I see, okay. Now this client of mine, they are a tire company, not the biggest, a small tire company, locally owned and operated, family business. And I ask, what is your unique selling point? What makes you different? Well, you know, we've got tires, okay, but so does Firestone. What makes you different? Well, we're a family-owned business. That's lovely. I really do like that. That's well done. What makes that different? I take a tour of the shop. Here I see them selling ice cream out of the store. And I ask, why are you selling ice cream when you're a tire shop? Is that your business? And I said, well, you know, the economy sucks. It's the economy's fault, stupid. That's why I have to supplement my income with an ice cream store. I see. Okay. Is the ice cream store doing well? Well, no, not really, because, it's the economy. Stupid. I see. Why did you think an ice cream store in a tire shop would do well? Well, you see, the ice cream store down the road is doing really, really well. Always customers indeed. I see. Now, if the ice cream store was to start selling tires, would the tires sell as well? Well, no, probably not. Why do you think that is? Well, they don't sell tires. It's not a tire shop. It's like, well, there you go. You are not an ice cream store. You are a tire store. What makes you unique? Not because you've got an ice cream store. You have to be the one to own your industry. You have to not just think different by selling ice cream out of your store, but actually think more. How can I think more and to make myself relevant? I don't want to become the preferred name in business. I want to become the only name in business. If you think tires, you need to think us. No, I don't trust the big brands. I don't trust these large chain stores. I buy my tires with them because they are unique. This happens every time. I go speak at a university in South Africa in May, I think. Time is a bit wibbly wobbly at the moment. And sitting there next to the dean, waiting for my turn to do my keynote, I ask, how's the education business going? Well, actually, we're struggling to actually fill the classes. Oh, I see, that's bad. No students means no money means no teachers means no school. So all bad all round. So why do you think you're not doing well? Well, it's the economy, stupid. How can you even ask me that? It's so clear, it's so obvious. It's you. It's this person's fault, it's that person's fault. But it's never my fault. Because I just think different, but I never ask myself, how can I think more? I have become a problem seeker rather than a problem solver. And I said, have you considered your unique selling point? What makes you the only name to come to for university? Well, we're not as expensive as the other universities. Okay, so your children stay stupid, but at least it's cheap. She was really offended, and I could possibly have phrased that better. But I said, my point is this. All things being equal, then we talk about money. But people don't buy things because of what you tell them, right? It's not based on the core value of something, which is actually quite a big lie that I was told in school. I was told that you calculate the base cost of something. You add the labor it took to create that, and then you add a decent profit margin of about 25%. Do you think that's how the world works? What life taught me is that people will pay for something they perceive as valuable. People don't buy on value, they buy on perceived value. If you can show them the value, they will give you money. People will accommodate the most expensive thing because it is the most valuable thing, at least in how they perceive it. That is what it is. That is how we think better. Not just think more, not just think different, but actually upgrade our level of thinking. Because it can't just be your fault or your fault or your fault. At some point in time, we have to look at us. You see, some imitate, some innovate, but very few think how to create. Not enough people are taught how to think, how to look at problems and see solutions, how to go about exploring and calculating and finding out and mixing and adding. We just see something and that is what it is. The world doesn't work on just value. It works on perceived value. If you can show them how you think, how you work, if you can show them that something is worth more based on the value, they will sacrifice everything else Because you're not just the preferred name in business, you are the only name in business. You see, at the end of the day, your thinking is keeping you poor. And that is a difficult concept for many to grasp, because the way you've been taught how to think is wrong. Because the world doesn't work that way anymore. We have to upgrade ourselves. It's not enough to just move on in life, we have to move up in life as well. What happens if I take my glasses? Who here has glasses? Can we switch glasses quickly? Can you come up quickly? Can we just switch glasses? Right. So let's just switch glasses. Is it nice? Do you see it? What's happening? You can't see anything. Right. And why is that? Those aren't your glasses. Those glasses weren't made for you. It's like selling ice cream out of a tire store. It's not your business. It's not your glasses. You have to upgrade your perspective. If we are constantly trying to find something else, somewhere else, to add to our business that has nothing to do with the business we're in, we become the average Chinese store that sells everything but breaks 5 minutes later. You don't go to the everyday store, you go to the specialist. If you have a complicated, expensive problem, are you going to the person just on the street and say, I can fix it? Sure, absolutely. No, you're going to the specialist. You're going to the person that you can think can solve your problem. And that is perceived value. You see, when we take our creativity and we might multiply that by application, because thinking is not enough, we have to do. Then, only then do we become innovative. But everybody wants to be an innovative business, but nobody thinks to know what that actually means. You can't have innovation without creativity first. You have to think of an idea before you've implemented it. You have to know your business. You have to stand out. You can't play other people's games. If you're going to try and fight on somebody else's terms, you've already lost. If you're going to try and think the same way as everybody else, instead of just upgrading your level of thinking, you're going to end up the same place as everybody else, which is unfortunately nowhere. Because why? It's the economy, stupid. That's what's to blame. We have to upgrade our mental faculties, our way of thinking, our way of exploration. And creativity lives for exploration, because we can't live in a bubble. It can't just be my little idea, my little island. Only me, only I count, only my ideas. We have to expand our horizons, burst the bubble, stand tall, be unique, be you. Don't be the same as everybody else, because you end up the same place as everybody else, which is nowhere. You can't go blaming this person and that person and this person because of whatever happens, or the age-old response that's now become commonplace. It's the economy, stupid. You need to MindMeld, which is a concept that I've recently come up with, and I'll trademark it as soon as I can. To MindMeld is to take ideas, concepts, uniqueness, add it to your own. It is to realize that we can't just cling so tightly to our own ideas. Because creativity, creative thinking, exploration, innovation, all these things rely so much on everybody else's perspectives. But we cannot ignore it. I'm not saying take it one for one. You can't just take what the ice cream store does and put it in your shop and think, well, I've been very innovative now. You don't own your industry. To MindMeld, you need to embrace differences. You need to take those differences and to add it to your own. Then what you need to do is you need to extend it further. What more can I offer? Where else can I go with this? What can I do to make this be perceived as more valuable? And finally, become the best at it. Work it to actually excel. That is how we mind meld. Ladies and gentlemen, creativity doesn't work in a bubble. Be uniquely you. Mind meld.